But in the United States, it started during the Vietnam War. Leaving a penny on the grave of a fallen soldier means you simply visited. Leaving a nickel indicates that you and the deceased trained in boot camp together. A dime on the headstone means that you served with the soldier in some capacity. By leaving a quarter at the grave, you are telling the family that you were with the deceased soldier when they were killed. Last year, someone left a quarter on the grave of Mark Van Buchering, a Grand Haven native who died while fighting in Vietnam. Now Mark's brother Paul has this return message for the person who left this token of honor.
Whenever we come to Grand Haven, we usually swing by. This is for him.
For nearly 5 decades, Paul Van Buchering has traveled to this Grand Haven cemetery.
Yep.
To visit his twin brother, Mark.
5 times a year at least.
Paul's message to his brother has always been one of
respect, honor.
But on this day, Paul was the one receiving a message.
That is awesome.
From a quarter.
Just blows me away.
Left by an unknown soldier. Possibly. Who was with Mark.
Came to pay his respects.
The moment he died. The Van Buchering brothers grew up in Grand Haven during the turbulent 1960s.
We're a military family.
At that time, war was on the minds of many.
We went to see the Green Beret, and as soon as he saw that, he wanted to go in the service.
February 1969, Mark enlisted in the Marine Corps, then began training at Camp Pendleton in May. A few months later, he was sent off to battle.
We saw him briefly. Then he went to Vietnam, and he was there a week to the day.
October 9th of '69, Mark's unit was on fire watch in Vietnam's Quang Tri province.
They got ambushed. He gave cover fire, and he took a grenade trying to save his men. That was my brother.
Mark's body was flown back to West Michigan. He was laid to rest with full military honors.
That's just emotions.
46 years later, Paul still mourns. But recently, he took comfort in realizing someone else does too.
Why would someone put a quarter on Mark's headstone?
A person he's never met.
The quarter symbolizes someone that was there when Mark was killed. And I've kind of been crying ever since.
What is the true value of a quarter? Is it just 25 cents? Or is it more?
If this person is out there, I would really like to meet them.
For Paul, it's priceless.
It means a lot to me.
Today, the token of remembrance remains.
That message is more than anyone can ever express.
Telling him a fact he never knew about his brother's final moments.
There was somebody there with him when he passed away.
To the person who left it,
awesome.
Message received.
Just blows me away.
Now Paul has one for you.
If he was there, I really would like to talk with him. And if they do, they do.
Since this story aired in January, more coins have been left on Mark Van Buchering's grave, but it's the quarter that still calls to Paul. If you happen to be the individual who left the quarter on Mark's grave, the family is asking if you'd be willing to contact them. They've set up an email account. It's nvanb2009@gmail.com. Paul would like to learn more about his brother's final moments. The person who placed that quarter on Mark's grave can likely help Paul reach a measure of closure he hasn't been able to obtain in 46 years.